Welcome back, everybody, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to Bobby Gentry, Ode to Billy Joe. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Daniel, aka Deathstroke9, and here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally. And at the end of every video, we do research on the songs that we're listening to. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing to the channel. Now, this has been requested by a lot of different people, so I'm pretty excited to check it out. Now, this is the link I've been given. Let me show it to you. It looks like it might be live, so hopefully this is right. Yeah. All right, so this is, yeah, I've never heard of this artist. But yeah, got the lyrics pulled up over here. Nothing else to say. Let's get into it. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys are having a great day. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I was born in Chickasaw County. When I was 6, we moved to another region in Mississippi called the Delta. And we lived between two rivers. One was the Yazoo, and the other was the Tallahatchie.
Okay.
It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered at the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. And then she said, I got some news this morning from Choctaw Ridge. Today Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. I have no idea why, but that part right there sounded really, really familiar. Has this been in any, like, film or anything? I mean, obviously we're gonna look at song facts, but that one part... You know, so someone jumped off a bridge and ended themselves, I think. Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Wow. It's dark. Wow. So the song up till that point was like her almost reminiscing on her life up to that point, or even just looking back at her childhood. And then she's like, I still remember that day, you know, we went out, then we came back home to eat. Mom said, wipe your feet. And then she's like, oh, by the way, a boy just jumped off the bridge.
Tallahatchie Bridge. Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, oh, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense. Pass the biscuits, please.
Wow. Okay.
There's 5 more acres in the lower 40 I got to plant. And Mama said it was a shame about Billy Joe. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billy Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
It's really sad.
Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him after church last Sunday night? I'll have another piece of apple pie. You know it don't seem right. I saw him at the sawmill yesterday up on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Wow.
Mama said to me, child, what's happened to your appetite?
Pause it there. That'll be the last time I pause it. She's... Wow, this is actually a really, really, really deep song. So she's looking at some people's reactions to hearing that someone jumped off a bridge, which I assume they're implying that they died or killed themselves. And so, what's their response? Dad says he wasn't smart anyway. That line right there could show you exactly why he ended his life. Mom's like, oh, it's a shame. The girl is remembering how she just saw him yesterday. Now he's gone. She goes to take another piece of pie. Almost doesn't feel right, or whatever she said. I didn't catch every word. And we'll look closer at it. But this is very interesting. Thank you for suggesting this song.
Well, I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today. Said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge. And she and Billy Joe was throwing something up the Tallahatchie Bridge. A year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe. Brother married Becky Thompson. They bought a store in Tupelo. There was a virus going round. Papa caught it and he died last spring. And now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. And me, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge. Drop them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Did you hear the ending to that? Wow. Okay, this person writes, I'm for throwing the 26 people who dislike this off the Tallahatchie Bridge, which is, 26 has become 3,000, so it'd be a small army that you're throwing off a bridge. Who's listening in 2020? Okay. She owns this song. No one has ever been able to sing this but her. It still gets me after all these years. Southern Gothic. Haunting, ominous, and beautiful. It's like a 1,000-page novel told in musical form. Yeah, it did remind me of, books that I've read before. Let's take a look at the lyrics. That song! Wow! I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Bobby Gentry, wow. Magnificent job telling a story. That is how you tell a story. There were so many layers in that. And it made you make connections, and it made you think. I love it. Wow. All right. Or maybe I'm just stupid, and everyone else already made the connections, but it was still very interesting to me, at least. All right. It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton, and my brother was baling hay. At dinner time, we stopped and walked back to the house to eat, and Mama hollered out the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. Then she said, I've got some news this morning from Choctaw. Is that what she keeps saying? Choctaw Ridge? Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Papa said to Mama as he passed around the black-eyed peas, well, Billy Joe never had a lick of sense. Please pass the biscuits, please. There is the... There's probably why Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the bridge. Yeah, boy was stupid. Never had a lick of sense. And it's just completely casual. I never had a lick of sense anyway. Pass the biscuits, please. I've got 5 more acres in the lower 40 that I've got to plow. She said it was a shame about Billy Joe anyhow. Seems like nothing ever comes to no good up on Choctaw Ridge. And now Billy Joe McAllister's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And Brother said he recollected when he and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down my back at the Carroll County Picture Show. And wasn't I talking to him after church last Sunday night? So so the brother is like, oh, there was that one time when me and Tom and Billy Joe put a frog down your back, you know? Like, okay, interesting. Fond memories. Okay. Then she's remembering talking to him after church. So they all go to church too. That obviously didn't help much. I'll have another piece of apple pie. Then she's thinking to herself, it doesn't seem right. Saw him at the sawmill yesterday on Choctaw Ridge. And now you tell me Billy Joe's jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And the mom just turns to her and is like, what's happened to your appetite? I've been cooking all morning and you haven't touched a single bite. That nice young preacher, Brother Taylor, dropped by today, said he'd be pleased to have dinner on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he said he saw a girl that looked a lot like you up on Choctaw Ridge, and she and Billy Joe was throwing something off the Tallahatchie Bridge. She saw him the day before. And the preacher came and he said that he saw someone who looked just like her throwing something off the bridge with Billy Joe. So she was there. She might have even contributed somehow, or she might have been one light or something in his life. Who knows what her place was. And the way that she says that, we don't even get confirmation really that it was her with him. All right. About a year has come and gone since we heard the news about Billy Joe, and Brother married Becky Thompson. They bought a store in Tupelo. Okay, apologies if I can't pronounce that right. There was a virus going around. Papa caught it, and he died last spring. And now Mama doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. So a lot of people near her left, and now she's alone. And it says, I spend a lot of time picking flowers up on Choctaw Ridge and dropping them into the muddy water off the Tallahatchie Bridge. So now she's always at the bridge looking down. That's probably not healthy. And then the music there got eerie. The strings in the background, it sounded like something falling and spiraling downward. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. That was awesome. All right. Yeah, again, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. Thank you very much for joining me. You know what? Whoops. We got to check the song facts. Let's do that. Like, I wonder if this... Is this a real story? Is it a true story? It very well could be a true story. Let's go to song facts. All right, wow, this charted number 1 in the U.S., number 13 in the U.K. It's from 1967. The song tells the tale of the fictional Billy Joe McAllister who kills himself by jumping off the Tallahatchie Bridge. There really is a Tallahatchie Bridge in Money, Missouri, but Gentry made up the story. It collapsed in 1972 but was later rebuilt. In the song, a family finds out about the death of Billy Joe and shares gossip about him at the dinner table along with their other mundane concerns. Bobby Gentry explained, the message of the song revolves around the nonchalant way that family talks about the suicide. The song is a study in unconscious cruelty. Wow. Yep. The message in the song would become even more relevant in the digital age when social networks and other tools made it easy to comment on newsworthy events, and it quickly became clear that there were many folks who lacked empathy for suffering that didn't directly affect them, and these people now had many forums to share their opinions. I see that on the internet constantly. It's sickening. Like, you don't need to comment under it. You know, like I don't understand when if I'm on Twitter and it says, and on the news or something, some kid killed themselves, and someone writes underneath that they something very callous or uncaring or just rude or mean or whatever. It's like, yes, you're free to say whatever you want, but you don't need to be like. You're also free to show everyone that you're a jerk. Like, yeah, whatever. I don't like it when people do that. But whatever. Okay. Gentry was familiar with the Tallahatchie Bridge since she was born and raised in Mississippi, where she grew up in a home without electricity. She learned to sing in church, and her family got her a piano to nurture her musical talents. At age 13, she moved in with her mother to Palm Springs, California, and in the ensuing years performed locally, taking the stage name Bobby Gentry. Her birth name is Roberta Lee Streeter. She chose the name after seeing Ruby Gentry, a 1952 movie with Jennifer Jones and Charlton Heston. Okay. She graduated high school, studied at UCLA, and signed a deal with publishing company Larry Shane Music, who sent a demo tape of her song Mississippi Delta to Capitol Records. When Meckerd Mirror asked Gentry in 1967 what was thrown from the bridge at the end of the song, she replied, "It's a matter of interpretation from each individual's viewpoint, but I hope to get across the basic indifference, the casualness of people in moments of tragedy. Something terrible has happened, but it's past the Black Eyed Peas, or y'all remember to wipe your feet." There was a movie based on this song. Okay. This turned out to be some of Gentry's last high-profile work, and she disappeared from the public eye soon after. The last high-profile work was re-recording Ode to Billy Joe for the soundtrack of the movie. The re-released version of the song charted at number 54. Okay, along with the Mystery Man in the song You're So Vain, which we did that song a while ago, what Billy Joe throws off the bridge before he jumps is one of the greatest questions in pop music. Many people speculated that it was a baby which led to his suicide. In the movie, he throws over a rag doll and jumps because he thinks he might be gay. Okay. So here's what I thought when I saw that. I thought that she was the girl with him up on the bridge, and that they were both throwing flowers off, and then the next day he's just gone. But it could be a baby. Who knows? I would certainly make it a lot darker. And if it was a different girl, did he get her pregnant or something? Like, what the heck? Okay. Oh, there's so much going on here. All right, let's keep going. All right, there string sections at the time were typically 4 violins and one viola and 1 cello, but she used 4 violins and 2 cellos. Okay. Her original demo of the song was 7 minutes long with at least one extra verse. That verse appears in her handwritten lyrics, and it reveals that a girl named Sally Jane was left heartbroken after Billy Joe jumped to his death. That would have been the girlfriend, I guess. Very interesting. All right. There was an instrumental version by the Kingpins that got to number 28 in the U.S. Okay. How would you make an instrumental version of this song? Like the whole... I don't know. Okay. The Beach Boys apparently did... when this became a hit, Rolling Stone magazine reported it was only a 20-foot drop off the bridge and the water was deep enough you would not get hurt. Of course, lots of people then went to the bridge and jumped, which drove the local police nuts. Yeah. Okay. The Beach Boys did a reply to this song called Ode to Betty Joe on their album Unsurpassed Masters Volume 20, released with the song It's Time. The two songs are not Beach Boys recordings, but performed by a comedy and musical group hired by the Beach Boys called the Pickle Brothers. The two songs later became recorded, pressed, and presumably vended at concerts. All right. That's very interesting. Thank you for joining me. What a powerful song. If you're new to the channel, again, consider subscribing. I really enjoyed that, so thank you guys for requesting it many, many, many times. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. We are Legion, my friends. Deathstroke 9, out.